The Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. They bring him down right at the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll run it to the right side. Trucks through the defender. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Johnson. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Alexander. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Commodores are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. One down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Commodores will have 1st and 10 here. Looking for some space. It's Alexander.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always offenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Vanderbilt. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Commodores will line up now. It's first and goal. Linebacker shifting around now. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Back to throw. It's Johnson. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. A field goal will make this a two-score game, but they elect to go for it on fourth down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So a field goal attempt coming up now. It'll be a 34-yard try. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out. It's Black. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed off. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 10, Arizona State 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Arizona State.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff heading left. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Commodores. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Breaking tackles. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Just ran away from the defense. Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it a 17-7 game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he steps out of bounds. That's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's reeled in. It's Bell. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They're going to run it here. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Commodores line it up with 1st and goal. They're trying to run it with the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Hard running through a tackle. They'll stop with the 34. That will be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll try the option play here. Back's got it on the pitch. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Now, 4th down.
They've been stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Commodores will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Black. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Now from the pistol formation. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Important second down play coming up. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the runner takes off to his right. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. We're able to get him down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And he drops back in the gun. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Commodores. And the beatdown continues. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start for the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Vanderbilt 31, Arizona State 7.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Bringing pressure. He's brought down, a sack for the defense, coming up big on this fourth down play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
That ball was thrown just a little bit higher. They could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. From the 8-yard line now, it's third and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball for 31. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The game makes it second and medium. Looking to chuck it again. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second and 10 here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Alexander. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down. And the Commodores come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. And this one is getting ugly. They're setting out to try the BAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. Tremendous toughness here. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? On the run here, lets it go. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. This time it's complete. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. The Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Touchdown, ASU. Strong game by this quarterback.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Vanderbilt, 45. Arizona State, 13.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there.
Will take over. First and 10.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They've got him down out near the 40. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Well, they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
And that's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Commodores will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Hunt over the middle. It's Bell. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now in the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Arizona State, 13.
Bringing it out, it's Black. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports